Last night was supposed to be the final night, Friday night of the regular season, but after the Vandegrifts Vipers gritty 3-0 shutout over Hutto on Tuesday, the odds of an extended regular season increased dramatically. Another Viper win this evening wouldn't guarantee bonus baseball next weekend, but it would guarantee that the Vipers would still be a playoff contender when the regular season is supposed to end Tuesday night. First things first, and let's get a win as the Vandegrifts Vipers take on the Hutto Hippos right now on Vype Live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Hutto, Texas, Hutto High School in Hutto, Texas. This is Merle Bertrand. Happy to be back at the ballpark along with our QA this afternoon, Nathan Nunez, as we get underway on a Saturday afternoon to work around the weather. Rain rolling in last night and washing out the game. Probably could have got it in, but better safe than sorry. And a beautiful day here at the ballpark this afternoon. Thanks to Antonio Swain for filling in for me on Tuesday night so I could don my nurse's scrubs and take care of my wife after some day surgery on Tuesday afternoon. So I was tuned in from home to watch Kristen Okerholm's masterful pitching performance, which came at the perfect time to keep the season alive for Vandegrifts. Now, 3-0 shutout Tuesday over Hutto snapped a frustrating 4-game losing streak. So Vandegrifts under head coach Alan McGee comes into this afternoon's game with an overall mark of 17-12 and have evened up their district mark at 6-6. The Hutto Hippos under third-year head coach Justin Elmore come in at this afternoon's game at 8-18 overall and 3-9 in the district ahead of Just McNeil. So here's the situation. Cedar Ridge defeated Westwood 3-0 on Tuesday, while Round Rock just carpet-bombed Vista Ridge 21-0. Vandegrifts win Tuesday night keeps the Vipers in 5th place in the district, but now just one game behind both Vista Ridge and Westwood in the battle for the final 2 playoff spots with just 2 district games remaining. The Vipers have the head-to-head tiebreaker on Vista Ridge because we swept them earlier this season, so if we finish in a tie with just the Rangers, we win the tiebreaker. However, Westwood has a tiebreaker on the Vipers since they swept us last week, so a tie with just the Warriors would knock us out. What that means is a Viper loss today combined with a win by Vista Ridge this afternoon at Round Rock would eliminate the Vipers from playoff consideration because tying Westwood would then be just the best we could do. If they finish in a 3-way tie, all bets are off at this point. I don't know if there would be a playoff-type situation that I was talking about at the start of the show or if it would go on head-to-head or how that would work. But hopefully the Vipers can just take care of business and finish things up and get into the playoffs on their own. That sets the scene here. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Vipers head coach Alan McGee to talk about Tuesday night's win and set the stage for today's matchup against the Hutto Hippos. Actually, we're just going to keep it here because they are doing the starting lineups.
Good pitch.
All right, I take that back. That was... And now they're going to do the starting lineups. All right.
Leading off, playing third base, number 1, Nick Jackson. Pitching, number 15, Braden Buchanan. DHing for first baseman, Indy Connor, number 25, Christian Okerholm. Playing second base, number 13, Clayton Moore. Catching, number 25, Landon Thomason. In right field, number 18, Will Gilbert. Playing left field, number 6, David Farrell. Playing shortstop, number 5, Ryan Back. And in center field, number 4, Tyler Hubbard. Vandegrifts coached by Coach Alan McGee. And now for your hometown Hutto Hippos leading off. Playing second base, number 2, Caleb Cantwell. In center field, number 20, Chris Gatesick. Pitching, number 7, Garrett Bain. Behind the plate, catching, number 6, Xander Hall. At first base, number 13, Andrew Ender. Playing right field, number 8, Alex Velasco. Playing third base, number 17, Aiden Pollard-Torres. In left field, number 15, Tabari Swift. And playing shortstop, number 14, Grayson Doggett. The Hippos are coached by Coach Justin Elmore. If everybody rise, gentlemen, remove your hats and honor America in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, while they do the warm-up tosses, we're going to sneak in the interview from Coach Alan McGee. Here it is right now.
We're pleased to be joined once again on a beautiful Saturday afternoon by the head coach of the VandeGrift Vipers, Coach Alan McGee. And Coach, a bit of a rain delay, but looking back on Tuesday night, Vipers got a huge win when they needed it the most. Talk about the win Tuesday night against Hutto.
Yeah, great pitching performance by Christian, and Draken came in the 7th and did a good job, picked up the save. We got a big base hit with 2 outs from Tyler Hubbard to get 2 runs in, so that was huge for us. We just got to keep putting good games on top of good games right here and finish out this stretch.
And the frustrating thing about the tough losses you've had, a guy like Christian Oklahoma doesn't need more than a couple of runs usually. Braden Buchanan going today, Daniel Farrell, they don't need much help.
That's right, yeah. And we just, every team goes through lulls, right, with the bats. Nobody stays hot throughout the entire year, and so it just, it's coming at some point. You just kind of hope it's during tournaments and not during right in the middle of district. But I think that we may have found our bats again because the guys, we've been feeling pretty confident in practice, swinging the bat. So hopefully that translates over to the game again today.
And it even felt like that, the 9-4 loss against Westwood, the guys hit the ball well, sometimes didn't get the results from it, but got 4 runs and could have had a lot more. So it seems like it's getting there again.
Yeah, we had 10 hits against them and, had our chances, and we just left some guys on early that could have made the difference in the game. But that's the name of the game, right? The timely hitting and with runners in scoring position, be able to get them in.
And again, going with the Braden Buchanan, he's getting the start today. Got Daniel Farrell in reserve, and you got to like your chances with those 2 guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The game plan for us is going to be to open with Braden and let him go 2 to 3 innings, and then bring Daniel in and let him close it out. And so we definitely like the game plan going in. The guys know what's to be expected and how to execute, and so now we just got to go execute it.
Well, you hated the delay, but it could be worse. It could be Stony Point have to play 5 games in 6 days. Or Round Rock playing 2 district games today. I don't think that's ever happened before. So, any final thoughts here before we let you go?
No, man. We gotta handle what we can control. And the only thing.
All right, and we are underway there, starting a few minutes early on us today, but we are ready to go as Nick Jackson steps in to lead it off here. We'll give you the batting orders, and he swings in the first pitch and grounds it over to the right side. And 1 pitch, 1 out. The 4-3 put out Caleb Cantrell to Ender. And the Vipers have 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. That was Nick Jackson. This will be the catcher, Braden Buchanan. Well, I say the catcher. He's usually the catcher. He's the starting pitcher today. And Buchanan will come in batting second. .333 hitter, no home runs, 14 RBI, 5 doubles and 2 triples on the season. And the off-speed pitch in there called strike 1 to Buchanan. Christian Okerholm batting third. Clayton Moore, the cleanup hitter. Landon Thompson behind the plate today, batting 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Buchanan. Will Gilbert out in right field batting 6th. David Forrell in left batting 7th. Ryan Back to shortstop batting 8th. And Tyler Hubbard, the center fielder, batting 9th. That pitch a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Jackson, Buchanan, Okerholm, Moore, Thompson, Gilbert, Forrell, Back, and Hubbard, the batting order for the VandeGrift Vipers. We'll give you the defensive set here when we get a chance. That pitch up high, ball 2. Pitcher on the mound for the Hutto Hippos is Garrett Boehm. Xander Hall, the catcher. I'll get my scoreboard updated here. That ball drilled into left center field, and that is going to get down. It might get past the roll to the wall. Buchanan's going to round first, heading to second, and he is going to round second and going to head over to third. The throw coming in. It is not going to be in time, and it's a 1-out triple to center field off the bat of Braden Buchanan. A diving effort there by the Hutto Hippo center fielder Chris Gadesick, but once it got by him, it rolled all the way to the wall. And the Vipers have the go-ahead runner at third base with 1 away. And Thomas Allen going to courtesy run for the pitcher Buchanan. As Christian Okerholm steps in. All Okerholm's done this season is bat .424 with 1 home run and 20 RBI and 6 doubles. Hacks at the first pitch and fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. Team leader in batting order or batting average, RBI and doubles. Comes in here with 1 out and a runner at third base. Down low, 1-1. Popped up out of play to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Okerholm. All right, I think I've got everything caught up. Pitch in the carpet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Defensively for the Hippos, Tabari Swift, Chris Gatesick, and Alex Velasco, the outfield left to right. Aiden Pollard-Torres, Grayson Posset, Caleb Cantrell, and Andrew Inder, the infield third to first. Xander Hall behind the plate, and Garrett Boehm, right-hander, on the hill. That curveball stays up high inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Okerholm. Three-two pitch. Hit in the air to center field. That's going to be deep enough to score the run. Pretty well tagged. Going back, and it's over the head. Running first, heading for second is Okerholm. The Vipers going to have the lead on the RBI double to center field by Okerholm. That ball just kept carrying. The wind is blowing from left to right, but it got up in the jet stream and kept on going. And the Vipers lead at 1-0 as Allen scores the first run of the game.
Now batting second baseman number 13, Clayton Moore.
And that'll bring up Clayton Moore. So good start for the Vipers. And a game that they pretty much have to have. Moore steps in, a .303 hitter on the season. Takes the first pitch of the knees, called strike 1. No home runs, 10 RBI, a double on the season. Playing second base today. Just missed outside. Beautiful ballpark here at Hutto. All field turf. And I believe this is the first and only district game the Vipers will play on field turf all season. Nice curveball bends in there for called strike 2. 310 to the foul pole on left, 301 to right. So a relatively small ballpark. 345 to the left field power alley, 341 to right, and 360, which has already been tested a couple of times today, to dead away center field. 1-2 pitch. Popped up right side. Going to be a little bit tricky going back. That's moved the runner over to third. The basket catch made out there by the right fielder Velasco. And tagging at second, heading over to third is Christian Okerholm. Some more flies out to right for out number 2. Okerholm moves up to third. And that'll bring up Landon Thompson now with 2 away. Thompson, a .284 hitter, a little power, 2 home runs and 11 RBI, leads the team in home runs and 2 doubles on the season. So time is called. Pitch outside, ball 1. That's a big second run early in this ball game, sitting at third base. That would put the pressure on Hutto. High inside, ball 2. Pitch down low. 3 balls, no strikes to Thompson. Getting the start behind the plate today with Buchanan getting the start on the hill. Real pitch. Taken all the way at the knees, called strike 1. Three-one pitch. Swinging, that possibly swung on ball 4, fouls out of play, and the count goes full to Thompson. Beautiful day at the ballpark. 3-2. Ooh, that looked awful nice, but wow, we'll take it. May have gotten away with one there. Runners at the corners for Will Gilbert. As Thompson draws a walk, and the courtesy run of Graylin Spring going to come in and run for the catcher Thompson. So Hills Gilbert stepping in, a .329 hitter, no home runs, 10 RBI, and 4 doubles on the season. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Want to correct myself. It is field turf on the infield. The outfield is natural grass. So everything beyond the fringe is natural grass here in Hutto. I just noticed that as I was looking around. Similar to what you see at Georgetown's field. That pitch up high, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Gilbert. Oklahoma at third, Spring at first, 2 outs. Vipers up 1-0, looking for more. Right down the pipe, strike 1. Ground ball right side. And it's going to hit the base runner, and he is going to be out. So Spring running into the ground ball for out number 3. But the Vipers do pick up a go-ahead run. They get it on 2 well-hit balls, no errors. And 2 runners left on base. We play through 1/2 inning of play. Your score, VANDEGRIFT 1, Hutto 0. And Hutto will send up a batting order that looks like this. Caleb Cantrell, the second baseman, will lead it off. Chris Gatesick, the center fielder, batting second. Garrett Boehm, the starting pitcher and DH, batting third. Xander Hall behind the plate in the cleanup spot. Andrew Inder over at first base, batting fifth. Alex Velasco, the right fielder, batting sixth. Aiden Polar-Torres, the third baseman, batting seventh. Tabari Swift out in left field, batting eighth. And Grayson Doggett, the shortstop, batting ninth. So Cantrell, Gatesick, Boehm, Hall, Inder, Velasco, Polar-Torres, Swift, and Doggett, the batting order for Coach Justin Elmore's Hutto Hippos. Viper defense, David Forrell, Tyler Hubbard, Will Gilbert, the outfield left to right. Nick Jackson, Ryan Back, Clayton Moore, M.D. Connor, the infield third to first. Landon Thompson behind the plate, and Braden Buchanan, usual starting catcher, sometimes starting pitcher on the hill for the Vipers, making his 8th appearance on the season, 25 innings pitched. A record of 3-1, giving up 29 hits, 21 runs, 18 of those earned. He's walked 8, struck out 30, has hit 7 batters. The walks and the hit batters have what's hurt him so far this season. An ERA of 5.04. If he can keep from putting guys on base, he will be fine. Good strikeout pitcher. So he will get the start today here for the Vipers.
On the mound for the Vipers, number 15, Braden Buchanan. Catching, number 25, Landon Thomason.
Tallying up the pitch count.
Number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
A 24-pitch inning for Boehm, so we'll track that. Here we go to the bottom of the first. Buchanan with a 1-0 lead to work with as Caleb Cantrell steps in. Nice. Off-speed bends in there, called strike 1. That ball bends not quite across the inside corner. 1-1 the count. That ball hit in the air to left field. It is going to get down and cut off by the left fielder Forrell. A long, loud single to lead it off for Cantrell. That'll bring up Chris Gatesick, the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 20, Chris Gatesick.
So here's Gatesick. And that ball's going to get away. And going to allow the runner to move up to second base on the errant pickoff attempt. And now the Hippos have the tying runner at second base with nobody out. Showing bunt, gets it down to the third base side. It's a good bunt, and it's going to roll, and nobody's going to have a play. Runners at the corners. Beautiful bunt by Gatesick. Really nothing that Jackson could do with that one except hope it rolled foul. So the Hippos have runners at the corners with nobody out for Garrett Boehm. Bame trying to help his own cause here. Curveball bends outside, ball one. Infield or outfield playing back. They've seen the ball carry here today. That ball squibbed to the right field line, and that's going to be trouble if it's fair, and it is. One runner's going to score. Rounding second, heading for third is Gatesick. Runner still at the corners. 1-1 ball game. 3 straight singles here for the Hutto Hippos.
Now batting catcher, number 6, Xander Hall.
That'll bring up the catcher, Xander Hall. Still nobody out. Gatesick at third, Bame at first. And nice block there behind the plate by Thompson to keep that ball from going back to the screen. Not a lot of room back behind home plate, but still enough. 1 ball, no strike to Hall. Pitch bends outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Down low 3-0. Snap throw down to first. Nice play there by Connor on the low throw. .30 pitch. Good pitch right down the pipe, strike one. .31 pitch. Down low, ball 4, and the Hippos have the bases loaded. So Gatesick to third, Bame at second, Hall at first. Is the courtesy runner going to come in here for Hutto?
Number 13, Andrew Ender.
Jeremy Garcia running over at first base for the catcher. As Andrew Ender steps in, the first baseman. Bases loaded, infield in at the corners. Still nobody out. Good pitch, outside corner, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Gets away from the catcher. Might have a plate to plate. Nope, they're not going to, and it's 2-1. Vipers are thinking that was a foul tip here. I thought I heard that too. To hold everything. I heard it tip off of something. And they're going to let the run score. So they're going to call that a pass ball. 2-1 Hutto. No balls, 2 strikes to Ender. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ender's out on strikes for the first out of the inning. That's 1 out for Alex Velasco, the right fielder. First base is open, runners at second and third, 2-1 Hippos.
Number 8, Alex Velasco.
Ground ball to the shortstop. That is going to be dropped. The throw to first, it is not in time. And the run comes in. So Bame scores to make it 3-1.
Third
Garcia moves over to third. Velasco's aboard on the air. Still just one out. 3-1 Hutto. And Aiden Polar-Torres steps in. Runners at the corners, still just one out. Off-speed bins in there for call, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Buchanan with the off-speed. No balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner off of first. They got him picked off. Now they're going to try to steal the run. The throw to the plate. They're going to get him. Oh, they're going to call them safe. Oh, wow, they're going to say he slid under the tag. The Vipers, for the second time this inning, being victimized by a questionable call here. Throw came in plenty of time on the double steal. Vipers executed it perfectly. Buchanan to Moore. Moore fired a strike to the catcher Thompson covering. He put on the tag, and they say he slid under it. Wow, 4-1 Hutto. Two bad calls in the innings have helped Hutto to a 4-1 lead. No balls, 2 strikes. The Polar-Torres still just one out. 4-1 Hippos. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. That'll bring up Tabari Swift, the left fielder.
Now batting number 15, left fielder Tabari Swift.
Two outs in the inning. Velasco still standing at second base. Pitch down low, ball 1. The ball gets away. But good recovery there by Thompson to keep that runner at second base. One 0 pitch. Foul. That'll play to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2-1. Hutto's done their part. They put the first 3 men aboard with base hits. The Vipers with a little shaky defense haven't helped, but 2 really questionable calls have really hurt the Vipers here in this first inning. That pitch brushes them off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three 1 pitch. Low ball 4, and the inning continues. That'll bring up shortstop Grayson Doggett, the 9th batter to bat in the inning here for Hutto.
14, Grayson Doggett.
Vipers came into today 1 game behind Vista Ridge and Westwood. All district games rained out last night. Vista Ridge will play at Round Rock this afternoon at 4 o'clock. After Round Rock has to play Stony Point in a makeup game at 1 o'clock. That game postponed because of COVID at Stony Point. So an incredibly rare district doubleheader for the Round Rock Dragons. They're taking on Stony Point right now, and then Vista Ridge will take on Round Rock this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We'll have that game for you here on Vype Live. In fact, I've got to head up here and go help produce that game. So hopefully it'll mean a lot more than it's might if this score holds up. Pitch up high, ball one. Pitch just missed outside, and the count 2-0 to Doggett. Dual pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Two-one pitch. Ground ball out into left field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around. Coming down is Forrell. The throw to the plate. They got a chance. Oh, they put on the tag, but they left the ball behind. And it's an RBI single to left off the bat of Doggett, and it's 5-1 Hippos. Good throw by Forrell, but the tag unable to be put on.
Now batting number 2, second baseman Caleb.
Both runners move up on the throw. Runners at second and third. Still just 2 outs. Back to the top of the order we go to Caleb Cantrell, who started this whole mess off with a single. So Hutto is batted around here. And Buchanan's going to come out of the game. Daniel Farrow going to come in. So we've got a pitching change. 5-1 your score. We'll take an extended break and be back. Daniel Farrow getting ready to take his warm-up tosses. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
Of football, wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws.
The air on the routine throw back to the pitcher makes it 7-1 Hutto. Base is empty. 1 ball, no strikes to Cantrell. Disastrous first inning here for Vandegrift. In there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Way outside, 3-1. Thank you, Nathan Nunez. Back to the studios. I'm glad the stream is good. The game itself is not. And that is a walk to Cantrell. The nightmare continues. Chris Gadesick stepping in. Gadesick with a bunt single.
Number 20, Chris Gatesick.
And the called strike one to Gadesick. The good news is it's early. There goes the runner off of first, and he's going to be on his way to second base with a stolen base. One ball, one strike. Up high, ball two. High and away, ball three. Inside corner, call strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Farrell 1 strike away from getting out of the mess. I almost hit him. Back-to-back walks, and that'll bring up Garrett Boehm.
Now batting pitcher number 7, Garrett Boehm.
It took Farrell a little while to get settled in the last outing. Trying to right the ship here. Runners at first and second with 2 away. Just missed outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Good heat there. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Way outside. Low ball 2. Both runners are going to move up. So first base now open as Cantrell moves up to third. Gadesick up to second. Pitch down low. 3-1. Three-one pitch. High ball 4. He's walked, the bases loaded. Third straight walk surrendered by Farrell. That'll bring up Xander Hall. He walked against Buchanan earlier this inning.
Now batting catcher number 6, Xander Hall.
Cantrell at third, Gadesick at second, Boehm at first. And the called strike 1 to Hall. Fouled straight back, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. High inside, ball 1. Just a little high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fouled straight back right at us. Little 3D baseball there. The count remains 2-2. Two-two pitch. Just a little high, ball 3. No place to put Hall. Bases loaded. Runners will be off of the pitch here with 2 away. Swing and a miss. He got him. So after one of the most frustrating innings of the season, 7 runs on 4 hits. 3 Viper errors, 3 runners left on base. We play through 1 inning of play here. Vipers have a lot of work to do, down 7-1. We'll be back for the 2nd inning. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Well, my commercial players decided it wasn't going to play that commercial for whatever reason. All right, we go to the top half of the 2nd inning. Got a lot of work to do. Bottom of the order to do. Get things started here. David Forrell, Ryan Back, and Tyler Hubadoo up in a 7-1 ball game. Hutto on top. The bad news is the Vipers had a terrible first inning. The good news is they've got 6 runs to get 6 innings to get 6 runs. Plenty of time left. Just got to go to work. They had 1 in the first. Could have had more.
Leading off for the Vipers, number 6, David Forrell.
They are underway at Westwood. 1-0 Westwood on top of Cedar Ridge early, bottom half of the first inning in that contest. And the pitch down low, ball 1 to David Forrell to lead off the Vipers. Forrell just 1 for 11, limited at bats, 3 RBI. Looks at that pitch up high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Down low. 3 balls, no strikes. So Cedar Ridge Westwood underway, 1-0 Warriors on top, bottom of the first inning. Round Rock Stony Point not yet underway. At the knees, called strike 1. And again, Round Rock has to take on Vista Ridge at 4 o'clock this afternoon. High ball 4, good start. Forrell draws the walk. Let him make a Brian Back, the shortstop.
Shortstop, number 5, Ryan Back.
Batting .214 on the season. Hit the ball hard the other night. No home runs, 5 RBI. This is a gut check moment for this Vandergrift Vipers ball club. Swung on to the right field side, and a lot of room in foul territory. You can see a short porch to right field, just 301 feet, but a lot of room in foul territory on both sides of the ballpark. Especially with the wind blowing from left to right. So strike one in the back. Oh, one pitch. Curveball paints the outside corner, strike two. Oh, 2 pitch. And they're called strike three, and back is out on strikes for out number one. That'll bring up center fielder Tyler Hubbard. Hubbard batting .257 on the season. No home runs, 6 RBI, a couple of doubles, and a triple on the season. Ripped it foul, but on the first base side, strike one. Down low, 1-1. One pitch. Check the swing, lay it off of it. 2 balls, 1 strike. There goes the runner. Pitch down low, ball 3. The throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base there for Forrell. And 3 balls, 1 strike to Tyler Hubbard. Don't need to get them all back at once. Pick them off one at a time. Got a runner in scoring position with 1 away. 3-1 pitch. Chopper left side. That's going to be a tough play. Bare hand. And there everybody's going to be safe. Nice effort there by Garrett Boehm coming off the mound to his right with the bare hand pickup. The problem was his third baseman, Polo Torres, was also coming in to make a play. So there was nobody at third base for him to throw it to. By the time he could wheel and pivot to go to first, good speed there by Hubbard. Vipers have runners at the corners with 1 away. So back to the top of the order we go to Nick Jackson with runners at the corners, 1 away. Got to take advantage here. Every chance you get. You try to scratch your way back into this one. Jackson swung on the first pitch and grounded it to second. And that ball's going to be thrown away in the right field as Viper's going to get a run. I'm not sure what they're calling here. They're going to say the ball was not yet in play. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, where a pitcher makes a play and they say it's not in play. Not a whole lot of argument by the Viper coaches. So it's like it never happened. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Jackson came into the game batting .333 in the season. No home runs, 17 RBI, 4 doubles, and a triple. Popped up right side in foul territory. Let's see if it'll get out of play. No, it'll be caught by the first baseman. A nice sliding catch by the first baseman for the Hippos, Andrew Inder, for out number 2. 2 away for Braden Buchanan.
Number number 15, Braden Buchanan.
Buchanan slammed a triple last at bat. His courtesy runner Thomas Allen came in to score the Vipers' only run of the game so far. Pitch down low, ball one. Got to get at least one of these guys home. Forl at third, Hubbard at first. Vipers are pretty good at manufacturing runs with the double steal. Fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Be more likely to see that at the bottom of the order, however, than with guys like Buchanan, Oklahoma, and Moore do up here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, ball 2. Nice job behind the plate by Xander Hall to keep that one from bouncing back to the screen. 2-1 to Buchanan. Do 1 pitch up high, ball 3. Likely to have the green light on 3-1, as good a hitter as he is. And he drills it into left center field. That's going to get down to score at least 1. Up against the wall. Coming in from third is Forl. Rounding second, heading for third is Hubbard. They're going to wave him around. The throw to the plate. It is not in time. And Braden Buchanan with a second extra base hit of the ballgame. This time a sharply hit double to left center field. And the Vipers are scratching back into the ballgame at 7-3. Forl and Hubbard both score.
Designated hitter number 29, Christian Okerholm.
All right. Here's Christian Okerholm stepping in. He had an RBI double last at bat. Curveball bends inside, ball 1. Ooh, that one almost hit him. 2-0 the count. Oklahoma, masterful performance at Venom Field on Tuesday night against these Hippos. At least 11 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. Spins him off the plate again. 3-0 the count. .3-0 pitch. Swinging on 3-0 and a foul tip, strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Down low, ball 4, and Oklahoma draws a walk. That'll bring up Clayton Moore. Flew out to right field his last at bat.
Second baseman number 13, Clayton Moore.
Runners at first and second with 2 out. Ground ball left side. That is going to get, they got a play at third. The throw is in. Time to keep the foot on the bag. They did. Sensational play by the third baseman, Grayson Posset, to rob Clayton Moore of a single. Made the throw to cut down Buchanan. It's going to go 6-5 in the scorebook for the third out of the inning, and the inning is over. But the Vipers get a couple runs back, and they get them on 2 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning. New score, 7-3, Hutto on top. Got to keep it here and get my scorebook updated. All right, we move to the bottom half of the second inning in a 7-3 ball game. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here for the Hippos. Andrew Ender, Alex Velasco, and Aiden Polar-Torres. Say hello to my mom tuning into the broadcast from the great state of Illinois where it was snowing earlier this week. I don't know if I want to tell my mom that it's currently 73 degrees here in Hutto, Texas with bright sunny skies. So here we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Ender struck out swinging in the first inning and swings and misses the first pitch, strike one. Squib to the right side. MD Connor gobbles it up, and it'll be 3 unassisted for out number 1. Let him bring up Alex Velasco with 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Velasco reached on an error, scored in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike one. Farrell looks like he's settled down nicely. That's what he did last outing. Took him a minute or two to dial it in, and then he was in command the rest of the way. That pitch inside, I jinxed him, ball 1. Vipers got 2 in the top of the second to pull back within 4. They've got to keep it there, go back to work in the third. Popped up right side. Who's going to call? It looks like Connor's got the play. Backing up, fighting the wind, and dropped it. Foul ball. But boy, you hope that doesn't come back to haunt him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Farrah has to shake it off here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, boy, that didn't miss by much. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Got him, swinging him at strike 3. So the drop foul ball doesn't hurt anything, except made him throw an extra couple of pitches. Second strikeout of the ball game recorded by Farrell. 2 away now, bases empty for Aiden Polar-Torres. Torres struck out against Buchanan in the first inning. 2 outs, bases empty. Chopper right side, Connor. Oh, under his glove. And everybody's going to be safe. The Viper defense continues to be a little porous here. That'll bring up Tabari Swift. And I correct myself here. That is actually Landon Thompson over at first base, as Braden Buchanan has moved back behind the plate. Swift walked in the first inning. Good pitch there, called strike 1. So Thompson at first, Braden Buchanan back behind the plate. One pitch. Slow tapper left side. Coming on. The throw to first by Jackson. In time. Nice play by Nick Jackson. Moved over to third base earlier a couple of weeks ago from left field. And it pays off there on the 5-3 putoff to retire the side. In the inning for the Hippos, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 more to left on base. We played through 2. We'll go to the 3rd. Let's go back to work and chip away at it some more. 7-3 ball game. Vandegrifts Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Time is called. Chopper left side, takes the high hop. Third baseman Polo Torres has it, and the throw gets away. Oh, trying to move up to second base, but he stumbled making the turn, and Thompson will have to retreat to first base. But he is aboard, and that's all that matters here for the Vipers. Nice job by Polo Torres fielding it on the high hop, and a bad throw. And that'll bring up Will Gilbert. Bottom of the second inning at Westwood, still 1-0 Westwood over Cedar Ridge. Pitch up high, ball 1. Gilbert grounded. Well, hit a ground ball in the first inning that hit the base runner Grayland Spring. Spring called out for interference. So that's what Gilbert did last time up at the plate, and laid off of that pitch up high, ball 2. Toss over to first, runner back. There goes the runner off first. No, he started to go and then went back. 2 balls, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes. That's in there, called strike 3, and he knew it. So Gilbert out on strikes for the first side of the inning. That'll bring up left fielder David Forrell.
Left fielder number 6, David Forrell.
Pitch up high inside, ball 1. Way outside, the count 2-0. Curveball bent back over but stayed up high, and the count 3-0. Vipers need some base runners. We'll see if four will probably taken here on 3-0. Have the bat duct taped to his shoulder. Outside corner, call strike one. Three balls, one strike. Up high, ball four. All right, runners at first and second. That'll bring up Brian back, who struck out looking last at bat. Runners at first and second, one away.
Shortstop, number 5, Ryan back.
Nice, off speed in there at the knees, call strike one. Thompson at second, Forrell at first, one away. Time's called. Pitch down low, ball one. One ball, one strike to the Viper shortstop. Swing and a miss. Strike two. One-two pitch. Way outside, ball two. I got the runner hung up between second and third, but decide not to throw it down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In there, called strike 3. That pitch looked a little high to me. And 2 away now for Tyler Hubbard.
Center fielder, number 4, Tyler Hubbard.
Hubbard, an infield single in the second inning. Comes up here in a clutch spot. Runners at first and second with 2 away. Outside corner, called strike one. Need to get one of these guys home here in this inning. 0-1 pitch. Laid off the off speed, pitch down low, 2 and 1 ball, 1 strike. Way outside, 2-1. Xander Hall trying to frame it to convince the umpire that it had bent back across, but no. Two-one pitch. Rip fouled on the first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A throw down to first. It is in time. And the inning is over. In the inning for the Vipers, no runs on no hits, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. We would go to the bottom half of the third inning. The score remains 7-3. So an opportunity lost there for Vandegrift. Got to hold the fort. You got 4 more at-bats, down by 4 runs right now. As Garrett Boehm actually struck out the side in that inning. I've got him up at 71 pitches through 3. So the pitch count's starting to climb up. Not sure what Hutto has in the bullpen. Vipers need to drive that pitch count up. But right now you got to play some defense. Bottom of the order to up here for the Hippos. Grayson Dog at the shortstop. Then back to the top of the order will go. And a 7-3 ball game. Merle Bertrand here. Deandra Imbenu taking over now as our QA. Thank you to Nathan Nunez for getting us started this morning and making sure that we were on the air and looking and sounding as good as we could on a pleasant day here in Hutto.
Moving off the bottom of the third for the Hippos, shortstop number 14, Grayson Doggett.
So here's Doggett, an RBI single last at bat, and swings on the first pitch. Nice play. The throw to first. He is not going to be in time. Nice effort by the shortstop back. Got a glove on it, but couldn't get the throw in time. Doggett pretty good speed. It's an infield single. So back to the top of the order go to Caleb Cantrell. Cantwell, pardon me. I can't read my own writing. Caleb Cantwell. My apologies. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And pitch up high, ball 1 for Farrell. Outside ball 2, snap throw down to first, runner back. And they call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cantwell. Up high, ball 3. Three-one pitch. That was a strike on Buchanan. Not a strike here. Ball 4. Runners at first and second for Chris Gadzick.
Center fielder, number 20, Chris Gadzick.
Gadzick, a bunt single and a walk as well. A run scored. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. He shows bunt, and that hits him. So the conversation taking place here is they're going to give him first base. If he offers it to pitch to bunt, that should not be, well,
Pitcher, number 7, Garrett Boehm.
I've given up on these guys. Bases loaded, nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Boehm. RBI single and a walk. Bases jammed here, nobody out. Vipers have to get the run at home. Up high, ball 1. You've worked hard. You've clawed back into the ball game. Can't afford to fall behind by more again here in the middle innings. 1-1 pitch. Pop back to the screen. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boehm. In there, called strike 3. And Bain is out on strikes. Big first out. Xander Hall will step in with 1 out.
Catcher, number 6, Xander Hall.
One out, base is still loaded. Hall stepping in, 0 for 1 with a walk as well. Takes the first pitch inside and high, ball 1. Two and 0. Swung on, foul tip. Two balls, 1 strike to Hall. Up high, ball 3. No place to put him. Foul, back to the screen. Count is full now to Hall. Three balls, 2 strikes to Xander Hall. Bases jammed here. Big pitch coming from Farrell. In there, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. That'll bring up Andrew Ender now with 2 away.
First baseman, number 13, Andrew Ender.
Ender 0 for 2, struck out, grounded out to first. Defense can go back to normal depth now with 2 away. Sacrifice fly off the table. In there, called strike 1. At some point, if you're the Vipers, you got to get mad, and I think they're getting mad. 0-1 pitch. Foul straight back. I would have had that. That net hadn't gotten away. No balls, 2 strikes. Farrell 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. He's ready to go. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, bent inside low. Good looking pitch, but stayed a little low, 1-2. Wicked looking pitch from Farrell. 1-2, Farrell's ready with the delivery. Got him, swing and a miss. Beautiful job, Daniel Farrell bouncing back after giving up the infield single, a walk and a hit batter. No damage done. Hutto managed to load up the bases with nobody out and don't score. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 3 runners left on base. Mark that down for later. We will go to the 4th inning. Still 7-3. You're watching Vandegrifts Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws.
Umpire thought about it and rings it up for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. One hops up to the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one pitch. Hit in the air to dead away center field. And coming in is the center fielder, Chris Gatesick. He hauls it in for out number 1. That'll bring up catcher Braden Buchanan with 1 out and the bases empty.
Now batting number 15, Braden Buchanan.
Buchanan's had a pretty good afternoon at the plate. As that off-speed bends into for called strike 1. Triple in the first, 2 RBI double in the second. And that pitch down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Top of the 3rd inning at Westwood. Westwood has increased their lead now over Cedar Ridge, 3-0. In the carpet, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch on its way. Slap to the shortstop. Gobbles it up. And the throw is going to be high. Good hustle by Buchanan. Beats the throw, and the Vipers have a base runner. Graylin Spring going to come in here and run again for Buchanan. As Christian Okerholm steps in. Okerholm an RBI double and a walk in the ball game. Pitch gets away, ball 1. Good block behind the plate by Hall to keep it from rolling back to the screen. Oh, he had a cut and fouled that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. These are the guys that you want coming up here if you're going to try to cut into this lead a little bit more. Turns on that one, pops it into left field. And fighting the sun, fighting the wind a little bit is Tabari Swift, but he hauls it in for out number 2. 2 outs now for Clayton Moore.
Second baseman, number 13, Clayton Moore.
Moore flew out to right, reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Comes up here with 2 outs and Spring the runner at first base. Pitch down low, ball 1. Pitch at the knees for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Moore. High inside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball hit hard to left field, and it is going to drop in front of the left field to Swift. So Moore keeps the inning alive with a well-hit single to left, and that'll bring up Landon Thompson. Spring moves up to second base with 2 away.
Catcher, number 25, Landon Thompson.
Thompson reached on a walk, also reached on an error. 0 for 1 officially in the ball game. Comes up here with runners at first and second and 2 away. Oh, had a cut. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Foul tip, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Thompson. Oh, 2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2 the count. Will Gilbert on deck if Thompson can keep the inning alive. One ball, 2 strike on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. Thompson very frustrated with the at-bat. The Vipers, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. We are halfway through this one. The score remains 7-3 in favor of the Hutto Hippos. As we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Today marking our 536th Vipers cast overall on KMAX Sports and Vype Live, dating back to 2009. Our 144th Vipers baseball broadcast here on the network. Big thanks to Vandegrifts Booster Club President Jennifer Farrow, Vice President Steve Miller, the board, and all of our sponsors, our home run sponsors, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Realty, Silverton Custom Homes, our double play sponsors, Ranch Road Vision, our single sponsors, Independence Title, D.H. Allen Construction, South Star Bank, and Steiner Ranch Wagabag, along with our banner sponsor, Trent Reynolds Baseball Development, and, of course, our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Not much fun right now for the Vipers, down 7-3 here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, but not out of it yet. Got to hold the fort here in the bottom of the 4th inning against the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Hutto, Alex Velasco, to lead it off. Takes the first, outside ball 1. Velasco 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 1st inning and scored. That pitch up high, says the umpire. 2 balls, no strike. Three and 0. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Velasco to lead off the 4th inning. And I'll bring up Aiden Polar Torres. 0 for 2. Did reach on an error in the 2nd inning. And a pinch hitter going to come in here. It's going to be Gabe Saucedo. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Pitch down by 1. And they got him! Beautiful throw by Braden Buchanan to cut down the run of Velasco as he drifted too far off of first base. And the 2-3 pickoff, 1 away. That pitch in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out now, base is empty. Swung on, foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch from Farrow. Beautiful curveball, got him swinging, strike 3. Strikeout number 6 recorded by Farrow. 2 outs, bases empty for Tabari Swift.
Left fielder number 15, Tabari Swift.
Swift 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. That pitch misses, ball 1. At the knees for a strike, 1-1. Westwood still batting bottom of the 3rd inning. They've increased their lead now over Cedar Ridge 4-0. 1-1 pitch, way outside, ball 2. Looking more and more like it might come down to Vista Ridge and Vandegrifts for the 4th and final playoff spot. Outside, ball 3. If Westwood wins that game, they are out of reach. They would be guaranteed no worse than 3rd. Inside, ball 4. 2-out walk given up to Swift. That'll bring up Grayson Doggett. Had a nice afternoon at the plate. 2 for 2 with an infield single and an RBI.
Number 14, Grayson Doggett.
Comes up here with 2 outs, runner at first base. Swing and a miss, strike 1. There goes the runner. In the cross strike 2, the throw down to second, they got a shot. And they got him on the heel. Beautiful job there by Ryan Back. A great throw by Braden Buchanan. Looked like the base was stolen, but Back got him on the heel on the way by. So Braden Buchanan picks off 1 runner, cuts down another one stealing, and the inning is over. In the inning for the Hippos, no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Maybe that'll spark the Viper offense. We'll go to the 5th, still down by 4, 7-3 Hutto. Back for more Vandegrifts Vipers baseball and Vype Live.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Well, I was going to play another spot here so I could keep working on my scorebook, but the sun's so bright I can't see the cursor on the screen. So we'll just bring it back here as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. Vipers with 9 outs remaining to get at least 4 runs. And it'll be 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here. Gilbert, Forrell, Back, and hopefully a few more. Braden Buchanan, bit of a rough outing on the mound, but man, did he make up for it there at the plate and behind the plate. Picking off 1 runner at first base and gunning down another one, trying to steal second to keep it a 7-3 ball game. Pinch hitter stepping in here for the Vipers is going to be Josh Masonoff to lead it off. Masonoff, a .304 hitter on the season, no home runs with 3 RBI and a couple of doubles. Looks at the first pitch down low, ball 1. So Mason off from the left side with a 1-0 pitch. Swings at that one. On a pitch down low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swift, Gasick, Velasco, the outfield left to right. Polar Torres, Doggett, Cantwell, and Ender the infield third to first, and that hits Mason off. So a good start for the inning. That'll bring up David Forrell.
Now batting left fielder, number 6, David Forrell.
So Forrell will step in. Walked twice in the ball game. That pitch down low, ball 1. Toss over to first, runner back. 1 ball, no strikes to Forrell. Mason off at first. And that pitch up high, ball 2. Vipers fans lobbying for a balk here from Saucedo. Let's see if the lobbying work pays off. 2 balls, no strikes. And they're called strike. Snap though down to first. Runner gets back. You're Mason off. You don't want to get too adventurous over there. You need base runners. 2-1 the count. High inside, ball 3. Can Forrell draw a walk for a 3rd straight time? Three-0 pitch. Taken all the way, high, ball 4. Vipers have runners at first and second with nobody out. Momentum starting to shift as Ryan Back will step in.
Shortstop, number 5, Ryan Back.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. Vipers trying to claw the way back into the ball game. Infield in at first, expecting the bunt here from Back. Swing and a missed strike 1. Not showing signs of a bunt on that one. Back 0 for 2, called out on strikes twice. Oh, 1 pitch. A high, ball 1, snap though down to first, runner back. Westwood breaking it open at against Cedar Ridge. 8-0 now, still batting bottom of the 3rd inning. One ball, 1 strike. Started to show bunt, pulled it back, 2-1. Hitters count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Drilled into left field and off the glove. They're going to wave around Mason off. The throw, Bob, dropped out in left field. The throw coming in at 3rd, not in time. And the Vipers have runners at the corners and another run in. 7-4 ball game. Ryan Pack delivers an RBI single. Almost another great play by Doggett, but just couldn't quite haul it in. Masonoff comes in to make it 7-4. Forrell moves over to 3rd base. Runners at the corners. Still nobody out. 7-4. Tyler Hubbard will be up, although we got a pinch hitter coming up here for the Vipers, looks like. Jackson Bogart is going to step in. And we've got a pitching change here for Hutto. Number 8, it looks like. That is actually number 2, Caleb Cantwell, their second baseman, is going to take over pitching duties. So we'll see how they move their defense around here. I thought I saw number 17 come into the ball game, Kitchens.
Now on the mound for the Hippos, number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
Garrett Boehm is now over at first base. Kitchens is over at second. Ender looks like he's going to move over to third base. So that seems to be their defensive set. Ender, Doggett, Kitchens, and Boehm, the infield third to first. Andrew Hall remaining behind the plate. And Caleb Cantwell moving in from second base to take over pitching duty to take on Jackson Bogardus, the pinch hitter. Runners at the corners. Bogardus, a 176 hitter, no home runs, 2 RBI. A chance to get number 3 right here. Pitch down low, ball 1. Vipers hung around, haven't given up any more since that disastrous first inning. They're creeping back into this game. Runners at the corners, nobody out. They've got Hutto into their bullpen. Inside, ball 2. Bull at third, back at first, nobody out. Tying run at the plate here in the top half of the fifth inning. They got the scoreboard wrong. They've got it 8-4. They put a run up for the Hippos here. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bogardus. Hopefully they'll get that sorted out. Ooh, that just missed outside. What a take. That was a good-looking pitch. Might have gotten away with one there. 3-1 to Bogardus. Three balls, 1 strike. Low ball 4. Vipers have the bases loaded. Bases packed full of Vipers. Back to the top of the order we go to Nick Jackson.
Now batting third baseman, number 1, Nick Jackson.
And a courtesy runner coming back in here for Bogardus. We'll see who that is. That is Tyler Hubbard. Going to resume his spot in the lineup. Back to the order we go to Jackson. He is due 0 for 3 in this one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tying runners aboard. Pitch at the knees, call strike 1. Just got to put it in play somewhere. Infield in everywhere, especially at the corners. Lifted foul, right side, that's going to be deep enough to score the run. It looks like right fielder Velasco hauls it in. Tagging at third, heading for home is Forel. And he scores the run, 7-5. Vipers creep closer. Jackson delivers a sacrifice fly RBI for the first out of the inning as Forel comes in to make it a 7-5 ball game. Moving up to third was Ryan Back. 1 out, runners at the corners for Braden Buchanan. Not a bad guy to come up today. Triple, a double, reached out an air, a couple of RBIs. Chance to pull the Vipers within 1 or more. Swing and a miss. Man, did he have a cut. Vandegrift back in the ball game. Toss over to first, runner back. Swing and a miss, strike two. Couldn't catch up with that off-speed pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls. 2 strikes to Buchanan. Now low ball 1. If this were the Olympics, you could throw out that first inning, but you can't. Vipers still trying to recover. They pulled back within 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Buchanan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Buchanan is out on strikes for out number 2. So here comes Christian Okerholm. 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a walk. Golden opportunity for Okerholm. Inside. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. Holy cow. Strike 1. Now low ball 1. If you can just get back home, make it a 1-run game heading into the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Okerholm. Oh, and that hit him, and the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded again. Clayton Moore will step in. Back at third, Hubbard at second, Okerholm at first for Clayton Moore. RBI single last time up. Moore trying to deliver the big 2-out hit. Tying runs in scoring position now with 2 away. Oh, that is not a strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. That almost hit him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back at third, Hubbard at second, Okerholm at first. 1 ball, 1 strike to Moore. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball right side. Second baseman has it. The toss to first in time, and the Vipers are out of the inning. They do pick up 2 runs. They get them on just 1 hit, but leave 3, and we will go to the bottom half of the 5th inning, down by just 2 now, 7-5. Boy, you look at that and you look at the first inning, you think of what could have been. 2 runs isn't bad, but if you're hoping to get at least a couple of more. But now you got to go back to work and play defense. All right, for the Hippos here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, 9 1-2 hitters due up here. Doggett, Cantwell, and Gatesick. unofficially only 54 pitches through the first 4 innings of work for Daniel Farrow, so he's got plenty of pitches left on the odometer. Need to keep in the game as long as possible as Grayson Doggett will step in.
Number 14, Grayson Doggett.
Doggett has been a pain in the neck, 2 for 2 in the ball game. That was a strike last time. Up high, ball 1. High inside, ball 2. Trying to rebuild the scoreboard out there to get it correct. 2-0 pitch. There we go, outside corner, strike 1. Good looking pitch by Ferry. Comes back to make the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waste pitch outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count goes full to Doggett. Three, 2 pitch. Oh boy, they call it a ball. The flip a coin continues. Back to the top of the order we go to Caleb Cantwell.
Pitcher number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
Cantwell 1 for 1 with a couple of walks in the ball game. There goes the runner off of first. Pitch up high, the throw down. They got a shot. And safe. A stolen base. Pretty good jump there by Doggett with good speed. That ball lined into center field. Coming on quickly is Hubbard. They're going to make nice job by Tyler Hubbard. Got to that ball quickly to keep that runner at third base. And fired a strike to the cutoff man. Nice job, Tyler Hubbard. But the Hippos do have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Center fielder, number 20, Chris Gatesick.
So here's Gatesick stepping in. 1 for 1 with a run scored. Also walked, was hit by a pitch. Nobody out, runners at the corners. Shows bunt, pitch up high, ball 1. That ball squibbed out in the left field for a base hit. That's going to score a run. So Gatesick delivers the opposite field single to make it now 8-5 as Doggett comes in. Cantwell moves up to second base, still nobody out.
Number 7, Garrett Bain.
And Garrett Bain now playing first base, the starting pitcher. Steps in with nobody out, runners at first and second. Lunges at that pitch and fouls it down the first base side, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Vipers trail by 3 as Hutto gets their first run since the first inning. 0-2 pitch. That ball hit hard to left field. Pretty well tagged, and a nice catch out there by the left fielder, Forrell. Took him a minute to find it, figure out where it was going, but he recovered in time for the first out of the inning.
Catcher number 6, Xander Hall.
That'll bring up Xander Hall with 1 out, runners at first and second. Hall 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. There goes the runner off second to throw down. They got a shot, and they're going to get him. They got him. I don't know if it was a missed sign or what, but Braden Buchanan with a good throw to Nick Jackson. Jackson applies a tag to erase Cantwell, 2 away. 2-5 caught stealing. 2 outs now. And that ball's going to get back to the backstop and allow the runner to move up to second base. So Gazik at second base with now 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Xander Hall. Good looking pitch, strike 2. One-two pitch. Got him, called strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Daniel Farrow, and the inning is over. Nobody seems to realize it, but that is 3 outs. Great job, Daniel Farrow in the inning for Hutto. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 runner left on base. We have played through 5. We will go to the 6th, down by 3, 8-5. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch.
I don't know why it did that, but I guess some might be getting to my commercial playing software. It's free. We've had it for 14 years. You get what you pay for. As we go to the top half of the 6th inning. And for the Vipers here in the 6th inning, it will be 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here. Thompson, Gilbert, and Forrell due up. Vipers was 1 in the first, Hutto was 7. And an awful first inning. Vandergrift with 2 in the 3rd. 2 more in the 5th to pull within 2. Hutto got 1 of those back in the 5th inning, and we are 8-5 here in the top half of inning number 6. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. Deandra Imbanu, our QA, taking over from Nathan Nunez this afternoon. If this score holds up and Vista Ridge defeats Round Rock later today at 4 o'clock, the Vipers will be eliminated. If the Vipers win, they will stay alive till Tuesday. If the Vipers win and Vista Ridge loses, they'll be tied heading into Tuesday. Check that Westwood score for you, but last we checked, Westwood was very much in command. Now 10-0. They might run rule over the Cedar Ridge Raiders. The Warriors in control as they look to solidify their positioning. So here we go. Landon Thompson stepping in to lead off the Viper 6th. 0 for 2, reached out an error, also walked in the ballgame. And that first pitch inside corner, strike 1. Good cut. Fouls it back to the screen. Strike 2. You don't want to be down by 3 heading into the 7th. Need to get at least 1 run here. That ball ripped down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Thompson riding first, digging for second. He is going to be aboard with a leadoff double. I'd say Thompson had the worm burner, but I don't think you can have worms on artificial surface. As Masonoff will step in, hit by a pitch last at bat. Masonoff stepping in from the left side. Ground ball left side. They might have a play over at third. Nope, they're going to go to first, take the first. Everybody's safe. Just a slow roller by Masonoff, and a nice job by Thompson getting in the way without getting in the way. Disrupted the play there. The Vipers have runners at the corners with nobody out. Good speed by Masonoff. No chance for the shortstop Doggett to make the throw. as he had to wait on Thompson to get out of the way. Tying run to the plate in the form of David Forrell, nobody out. Forrell has walked 3 straight times over the first run. He gets back. Pitch up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. In the cross strike, snap though down the first. Runner dies back again. One ball, one strike. Down low, ball 2. Your goal to get a run or 2 this inning at least to give the heart of your order a chance to come up in the 7th. If they can get that far this inning, even better. 2 balls, 1 strike to Forrell. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Thompson at third, Mason off at first, nobody out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to David Forrell. Foul tip to hang alive. Two-two pitch. Got him, called strike 3. 1 out for Ryan Back.
Shortstop number 5, Ryan Back.
Back 1 for 3 with a big RBI single last at bat. Ground ball, that is a fair ball! 1 run is going to score. Mason off round second, heads for third. The throw coming in, not in time. And Back will move up to second on an RBI double down the left field line. The Vipers within 2 runs with the tying runs in scoring position. Thompson scores easily. Masonoff over to third. Back up to second on the RBI double. It's 8-6. And Tyler Hubbard back in the ball game. Tying runs at second and third with just 1 away. Ground ball left side out of the left field for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold back at third. Vipers within 1. RBI single for Tyler Hubbard. Eight to 7, back to the top of the order we go.
Number 1, Nick Jackson.
Here's Nick Jackson, sacrifice fly RBI in the 5th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Your big guns are up now with 1 away. Ground ball right side, that could be 2. Second baseman's got it over to short for 1. The throw to first is not in time. We've got a tie ball game. RBI, fielder's choice. Good hustle by Jackson. As Ryan Back scores, we are tied at 8. They get Hubbard on the 4-6 putout for out number 2. 2 away. Jackson at first. Braden Buchanan will step in. 8-8. The Vipers have fought all the way back. Toss over to first. Runner back. There goes the runner off for first pitch. A high ball one to throw down to second. Not in time. Vipers have the go-ahead run in scoring position. The ball goes out to the outfield, and Jackson is going to be aboard at third. Stolen base in an air. The Vipers have the go-ahead runner 90 feet away. One ball, no strikes to Buchanan. At the knees, call strike. One ball, one strike. Ooh, laid off of that pitch high inside. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch. Down low, ball three. Three-one pitch. In there for a call strike, and the count goes full. Three balls, two strikes, two outs. Jackson at third. In there, called strike three, and the inning is over. But in the inning for the Vipers, they tied up. They get 3 runs in the inning. They get it on 4 hits. And leave a runner aboard. We will go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, all tied up 8 apiece. Five, six, 7 hitters due up here for the Hutto Hippos. Daniel Farrell unofficially 71 pitches coming into this inning, so he's got a good 30 or 40 pitches to work with. And he'll be facing 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Got to keep it tied up. The Vipers will have 3, 4, and 5 due up in the 7th.
Number 13, Andrew Ender.
Forrell, Hubbard, Josh Mason off the outfield left to right. Jackson back, Moore, Thompson the infield third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate. And the first pitch from Daniel Farrell, swing and a miss, strike one to Andrew Ender. 0 for 3 in the ballgame. Swung on, foul tip, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Ender. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One away for Alex Velasco. Momentum has shifted.
Right fielder number 8, Alex Velasco.
Velasco 0 for 2. Reach on a walk, also reach on an error. Steps in here from the right side with 1 out and the base is empty. Ooh, just outside, ball 1. That was strikeout number 8 for Farrell. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. High inside, ball 2. 2-1 pitch. Just outside, ball 3. Three 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. So Velasco draws a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Aiden Pollard-Torres. Reinserted back in the lineup. 0 for 2 in the game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Vipers turn 2, they'll win the game. That's my prediction. Momentum has been shifting steadily to the silver and black. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, good looking pitch. The umpire says no, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. There goes the runner off at first. Swung on, foul back to the screen. Strike 2 is Hutto trying to regain some momentum with the hit and run. Kudos to the Huttos. Nothing to play for but pride. This is their last home game for the seniors on their field. And they are making the Vipers earn this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Pollard-Torres. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away here in the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Tabari Swift with 2 outs and a runner at first.
Left fielder number 15, Tabari Swift.
Swift 0 for 1. He's also walked twice and scored. 2 outs, runner at first. Low and away, ball 1. One 0 pitch. In there at the letters, call strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and a pitch up at the eyes. Barrow wheeling and dealing here in the 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? They got the runner hung off of first base. Snapped down to first. Almost threw it away. Now they will appeal and see if they swung. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Tabari Swift. Check the swing, down low, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. Time is called. Farrell gathers himself back together. Not holding the runner at first. 3-2 pitch. Right down the pipe, strike 3. Daniel Farrell strikes out the side and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Runner to left on base. Will you play through 6? It's a 1-inning ball game. We go to the 7th. Knotted up at 8 apiece. You are watching Vandegrifts Vipers baseball on the Vype Live Broadcast Network.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws.
Welcome back. Christian Okerholm to lead it off. 3, 4, and 5 hitters up here for the Vipers, trying to untie an 8-8 ball game. This is their best chance to do it and try to lock down the Hippos in the bottom of the 7th. Okerholm rips that one foul. Almost caught Alan McGee making his way to the coaching box. Strike 1 to Christian Okerholm. Okerholm 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Also reached on a walk. Also hit by a pitch. That pitch down low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Westwood has defeated Cedar Ridge 11-0 in 5 innings. That ball slapped out in the center field for a base hit. Here come the Vipers in the 7th. That'll bring up Clayton Moore. And Grayland Spring, I believe, going to run here for Okerholm. Nope, check that, Jack Nelson.
13, Clayton Moore.
9, not 19. So Jack Nelson going to run here for Okerholm. Okerholm likely the pitcher on Tuesday night at Round Rock. And a game that could mean everything or it could mean nothing other than just the game itself. As Clayton Moore will step in. Moore in the ball game. RBI single. Reach on a fielder's choice. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch down low, ball 1, snap, throw down. And a nice play by the first baseman there. Garrett Bain, the starting pitcher, taking over at first base. That ball was headed for the right field corner. The 1-0 pitch. Shows bunt again and bunts it foul. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Pushes that bunt, and it's going to roll foul on the count 1-2. Nelson running for Okerholm at first. Toss over to first, runner back. A little closer than you would like to see. One-two pitch. That ball hit hard to center field. Is it going to get down? No, a nice catch made by the center fielder going to one knee. Gadesick hauls it in for out number 1. Nice play by the Hippo center fielder. That'll bring up Landon Thompson with 1 away.
Catcher, number 25, Landon Thomason.
Thompson 1 for 3 with a double. Also reached on an error. Also walked in the ball game. Hit in the air to the right side. And that ball is a fair ball. And it's gone. That is a home run. Landon Thompson puts it over the right field fence. I don't think anybody realized it at first, including me. And the Vipers lead it 10-8. Landon Thompson drills it out of the ballpark, and the Vipers lead it 10-8. That might be the worst home run call in the history of baseball, but I don't care. The Vipers have the lead. Home run number 3 in the season for Landon Thompson, and Vandegrift leads it 10-8. That'll bring up Josh Masonoff. He swings and misses, strike 1. Vipers with their first lead since leading it 1-0 in the first inning. Scribble to the shortstop. Doggett's got it. And has the throw over to first base. 2 away. 2 outs, bases empty for David Forrell.
Left fielder number 6, David Forrell.
So here's Forrell. He's had a nice day at the plate. 0 for 1, but he's walked 3 times. He's done his job. He scored twice. Takes that first pitch high inside, ball 1. At the letters, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking ahead to the Hippo 7th. 9-1 and 2 hitters due up. So work to do. That ball golfed out in the right field. That might drop in there for a base hit. So Forrell plunks one down. That'll bring up Ryan back with 2 outs.
Shortstop number 5, Ryan Back.
Back started out striking out his first 2 times up. Since then, an RBI single and an RBI double. Looking to get a little 2-out insurance here. Low and away, ball 1. At the letters for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. High pop up right side. Going to be fighting the sun. And making the catch is the right fielder Velasco to retire the side, but not before the Vipers get the 2 go-ahead runs, a single and then a 2-run shot by Landon Thompson, and the Vipers lead it 3 outs away from keeping their season alive. We'll keep it here as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. I am Merle Bertrand, Deandra Mbanu, our QA, back at the Vype Live studios, enjoying this one. My mom enjoying the heck out of it up in the frozen wastelands of Illinois. She stuck it out when the Vipers spotted Hutto 7 runs in the bottom of the first inning. They've come all the way back. And how about this? How important is this game? Christian Okerholm going to come in to try to close it out. Got the shutout win in 6 innings on Tuesday night before Luke Dragan came in, did a good job to get the save. Has some pitches left on the odometer this week. He's going to try to close it out. What a performance not to be lost by Daniel Farrow. Came in after the Vipers had given up 7 runs in the first inning. Got out of it with minimal damage done and shut down Hutto for the most part for the rest of the way. They scratched out a run in the 5th inning, but Farrow did his job. Stands to be the winning pitcher if this holds up. He kept Hutto from scoring anymore and allowed the Viper offense to get going.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Hippos,
3 outs away from keeping the season alive. If the Vipers can hang on, it doesn't matter what happens between Stony Point and Vista Ridge. We know that we'll at least be alive on Tuesday night. Here is Doggett. 2 for 2 with a walk. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch up high, ball 1. Not a role Oklahoma's used to. The rhythm is different. The routine is different. His job to go out there and throw strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Back to the top of the order we go to Caleb Cantrell. 10 strikeouts for Daniel Farrow.
Pitcher, number 2, Caleb Cantwell.
Cantwell steps in. 2 for 2, also walked twice. He's been on base all 4 times. Takes the first pitch in the strike 1. Vipers could have foamed it in after losing 4 straight, getting swept by Cedar Ridge, getting swept by Westwood. Oh, just missed outside. Could have foamed it in after falling behind 7-1 here today. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Cantwell. Up high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch from Oklahoma. Got him, called strike 3, 2 away. Two outs, bases empty. Chris Gainsick stepping in. Heart of the order coming up here now for Hutto, but they've got 2 away. Gainsick 2 for 2 with a walk. Was also hit by a pitch. Right down the pipe, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. The Vipers are 1 strike away. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball left side, that's a foul ball. Gainsick hangs alive, 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 the count. Final strike here for Hutto. Oklahoma trying to put him out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball left side. Back goes to his knees. Knocks it down. No throw at first. Tying run will come to the plate with 2 away. Garrett Boehm stepping in. Boehm 1 for 3 with a run scored. Also reach on a walk. Represents the tying run. Foul ball, strike 1. Oklahoma going back to work. Forrell, Hubbard, Mason off the outfield left to right. Jackson back, Moore, Thompson, third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate. Christian Oklahoma trying to close it out. 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Right side. Who's going to call it? Oh, it's dropped off the first baseman's glove. Second time today, and Hutto is still alive. That high sun and the wind in an unfamiliar ballpark. Vipers should be celebrating the win. Instead, they've got to get one more out. No balls, 2 strikes. Agonizing. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Oker home. High inside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. From the belt. The pitch, there goes the runner. Hitting the air to the right side. Going back, pretty well tagged. Masonoff has a beat on it. Makes a catch, and that's the ball game. That was not an easy catch, and the Vipers win it 10-8. Josh Masonoff fighting the sun, fighting the wind, hauls it in, and the Vipers with a comeback win to keep their season alive. 10-8, your final score. We'll take an extended break, be back to wrap it up. Vipers with the win on the road. The season is alive. Back for the postgame show, Vandegrifts Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's AFOA.
Final home game of the season for these Hutto Hippos, and they push the Vandegrifts Vipers to the very limits, jumping out to a 7-1 lead, but the Vipers fight all the way back for the comeback win, 10-8, to keep their season alive. Very unofficial numbers here. First for the Vipers, 10 runs on 12 hits. They left 13 runners on base. You talk about opportunities left on the base paths. That'll be something the coach talks to them about in the weekend, but 10 runs on 12 hits, 13 runners left on base. Winning pitcher will be Daniel Farrow. And Christian Okerholm will get the save. Okerholm with a win and a save in the same week. Cannot say enough of the job that Daniel Farrow did coming out in long relief to put the Vipers in position to get the win. And tip of your hat to Braden Buchanan. Not the way his day wanted to go on the mound, but a nice job offensively at the plate for Buchanan with a couple of extra base hits and some RBIs. Threw out several runners on the base paths, did Braden Buchanan. So didn't let the rough outing on the mound affect him too much. Came back and did the job defensively and did the job behind the plate. Vandegrifts improves now to 18-12 on the season, 7-6 in district play. They will take on Round Rock on Tuesday night. More on that in just a second. For the Hutto Hippos, 8 runs on 7 hits. They left 10 runners on base. They will drop now to 8-19 on the season, 3-10 in district play, and they will close out their season at Cedar Ridge on Tuesday afternoon. So, as I mentioned, the Vipers now improving to 7-6 in the district. They stay a game behind Westwood, who won today 11-0 over Cedar Ridge. I am packing up here. I've got to go produce the Vista Ridge game at Round Rock. I'm not doing play-by-play. I couldn't do that, but I'll get them on the air anyway. If you want to tune in, it's going to be on Vype Live starting at roughly 4 o'clock as Vista Ridge will take on Round Rock. If Round Rock wins that game, the Vipers will be tied with Vista Ridge for the 4th and final playoff spot heading into the final game of the season. If the Rangers win, they will stay a game ahead, and the Vipers will have to win and hope Vista Ridge loses on Tuesday night. Vipers have done what they could do. They've won the game that they could win. They've done all they can do today. They can just sit back and see what happens. Either way, they know that they are still alive heading into Tuesday night's game. So that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. Big thanks to Nathan Nunez and DeAndre Mbenu, our QAs today, to keep us on the air, make sure that we looked and sounded good, along with the Suna Vindt, our technical director. We want to thank all of our sponsors one more time here. Our home run sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Realty, along with Silverton Custom Homes. Our double play sponsors, Ranch Road Vision. Our single sponsors, Independence Title, D.H. Allen Construction, South Star Bank, and Steiner Ranch Wagabag, along with our banner sponsor, Trent Reynolds Baseball Development, and, of course, our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get free shipping on all of your favorite brands at academy.com, or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. So thanks to Nathan and Deandra, Suna Vindt, our technical director, and the good folks over at Vype Media, along with the Vandegrifft Viper Baseball Booster Club. My name is Merle Bertrand, signing out from Hutto, Texas, where the Vandegrifft Vipers get a clutch come-from-behind victory, 10-8 over the Hutto Hippos to keep their season alive. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday night for more Viper baseball from Round Rock as the Vipers take on the Round Rock Dragons right here on Vype Live. Good afternoon, everybody.